And we're back with another update on Caspa for the Caspa holders. Thank you so much for all the love that you guys show on a daily basis. Again, if you're still here, give yourself a pat on the back because, again, in terms of retail interest, it's still quite low. Yes, we're making progress. Sentiment is slowly but surely showing, obviously strength in terms of the sentiment increase. But again, long ways to go. If you're looking at the broader market, though, today is the last day of the month of November. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that we're already coming to the end of November. You're starting to see market kind of making its way back towards the upside. If you did watch the market analysis update that went live a few hours back, I talked about how market was seeing a little bit of a lag at that point, but you're starting to see Bitcoin rebounding above $91,000, which of course is having a positive impact on some of these altcoins. But again, we need to keep in mind it's still the weekend. On the weekend, CME futures closed. That's something we want to factor in. But Telcoin is doing quite nice. Quant obviously picking up about 12%, and these coins are having a great time, obviously on the weekly time frame as well. But let's take a look at Caspa right now, of course, because this update is about Caspa. Caspa's price right now is up about 0.7% on the hourly time frame, with the price currently sitting at 5.7 cents if we were to round it up. Down about 1% on the Bitcoin side of things. Valuation $1.5 billion in the 24-hour trading volume at $26.3 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we're going to briefly touch on Bitcoin and the dominance as well. Of course, since our last update, the dominance pretty much ranging almost where we were yesterday. Actually went a little higher than our last update, but around the 59.4% mark, as you can see for yourself. So, dominance is showing strength right now. Bitcoin, on the other hand, you can see for yourself, we did see this uptick up to 91,500 just a few hours back. But Bitcoin is ranging really nicely just below our 0.55 zone key resistance, a level we've been talking about so far. Our targets have pretty much all been met. And I think, starting off the brand new month in the point 50 would be a very good thing to see, but we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. But as far as Bitcoin is concerned, looking great. Now let's shift our focus towards Caspa. So since our last update, Caspa did do something very interesting, and I'll show you what exactly that is. So let me shift our focus on the hourly time frame. So for the month of November, I talked to you guys about how, the 6 cents price point was retested. Again, I might sound like a broken record at this point, but this is a level we've been talking about for quite some time. And I know, the regular crypto ZX family understands what I'm talking about. But, we did see this nice healthy correction after, having a very, very impressive move for Caspa. If you want to put this into perspective, we saw Caspa running up 73%, and we saw a nice healthy correction. And you could see for yourself, we saw a new monthly high at 6.3 cents for Caspa. You can't make this up. And that happened just 2 days back. And since then, we obviously seen a little bit of a, correction. If you want to put this into perspective, only about a 10%, pullback. But what's interesting here for Caspa is, of course, at this point, it's no secret that, we're seeing Caspa outpacing the market by, a big margin, to be honest with you. Take a look at it on a weekly time frame. That kind of sums it up. You're looking at a lot of coins that are rebounding, but in terms of, the gains itself, we are up almost 50% on Caspa. But like I said, I just showed you guys, the exact numbers. It was a 73% increase over the course of the last 1 week alone. So that is quite impressive. But what's even more impressive right now is the fact that Caspa is holding on to this rally quite nicely, consolidating quite nicely just around this 5.7 cents price point, and we didn't even retest below the 5.4 cents level. And again, the 5.4 cents level was a resistance at one point. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So even though we're seeing the dominance picking up, and that is where I can distinguish between the coins that are having a positive bullish momentum rather than the ones that are still lagging behind the market. And Caspa right now, when you know implement the Bitcoin dominance, with the Caspa's price action and compare it with the broader market, Caspa is actually holding up really, really strong. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind is Bitcoin was sitting at $93,000 on the 28th. So Caspa's price actually reacted in a positive way and set a new monthly high. But look what happened to the dominance. Dominance was also picking up. So, Casper right now outpacing the broader market, and as of now, with the way it's consolidating, even the momentum is still carrying on. And as of now, you want to see the price of Caspa accumulating within this range. I don't care if it trades sideways, for a week, 2 weeks, but as long as we hold this pattern, it is a good sign. And then, of course, as far as the targets are concerned, I've already kind of shared my overall thoughts with you guys on that, and that is obviously more clear on the daily time frame. So, of course, next target would be around the 7.3 cents price point, which of course we've been discussing, and that's a level where we were, prior to this major retracement, and that is where I could see the price of Caspa heading to. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, we're looking at a move of about 31.3%. Again, we got to take it step by step, but so far, I'm really, really impressed with the way Caspa has held its ground. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. What are you guys doing right now as far as Caspa's price is concerned? And it kind of goes back to what I say every single update. This is one of the projects that has performed really good over the last 1 week. So yeah, if you're sitting at a lot of profit and it's money that you cannot afford to lose, then the best thing for you to do is lock some profits in. Simple as that. Obviously, if you're in for the long haul, then patience is your number one key to follow. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys personally think. Thank you so much once again, and please make sure you follow me on X and your bell icon is on so you're notified every time we upload. With that said, we'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.